Hey, how you guys doing? Excuse me. Excellent, though. Let's start with just one, then we'll go to our tactics. And start working on those. And then what we're going to probably do is try to get here, and smack out of there. Let's just do that here. Worst case scenario, if you try something like that, we're good. Yeah, we'll just come back. Now we got our bishop developed. Knight comes in. Pawn up. Let's see if we can't wreak havoc on the old position. Trying to see if I can't get something started. I'm looking around the board, potentially probing not infiltrating there. No. Maybe something like here. Okay. So taking, pawn takes, bishop back, pawn push. So takes, bishop back, pawn push. I think I actually win a piece there. I don't know if they actually thought that one through thoroughly out, because after taking I just retreat back. And then maybe I can then plop a knight in here, trying to remove some of the defenders after I retreat my bishop back. You never know, you never know. It could happen. They're having to actually take a look and see if it's actually a good way of doing it. Because you never know. You never know if it's got to be strong enough to actually implement it. Your opponent dropped out. Yeah, I think. See, this move is actually, I think, the one of the setup for a losing move because of bishop back, and then you have potentially maybe even knight takes, king takes, and maybe some infiltrating via not there, but some sort of attack. Oh wow, he's back in. He came back. Ah, interesting. Interesting for sure. Hmm. I'm gonna try to see if I can't actually infiltrate in. I wanna see what he actually plays. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to actually wait and see. Maybe queen takes might have actually been slightly more accurate. I'm thinking. And then knight takes. The bishop's got to take. Um, See, we want to plop our pawn up here so that, excuse me, if he thinks about pushing here, I can actually plop my knight in there, and then maybe even, oops, after this reroute here. This might actually not be a bad position. Oh, so he's going for a win of a pawn there. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to actually take with the rook. He has to retreat his bishop back. Now I'm going to play queen up to attack this bishop. Castle king. Well, I can't castle kingside yet. This is not too bad. Hit the pawn there. Hit the rook there. Potentially double up. You never know what's going to happen. I think I'm just going to move my king out of any harm's way. See if I can't hammer away there. Trying to see if I can't play rook here, push the pawn. See if I can't gang up on that. Rook takes, pawn takes, queen takes. Queen intercepts there. Check. So here. Actually, I can't do that. Here. Yeah, I have to infiltrate in via. Let's see if I can undermine this pawn structure here. That was a mistake because it allows me to win a rook. He might be able to try that. I think he might have DC'd on this one. I'm thinking what would happen if rook here. I think maybe I just play bishop takes. Queen, rook takes. Interesting to say the least there. I think we have 70 seconds left the game. So 50 seconds. $37 seconds. Right here. Even if they did come back, he's gonna probably lose on time, so it's not like anything really big. Let's see what have we got here going on. Claim victory. Yay. Excellente. Okay, dokie. We'll take a second and do a war game while we let ourselves just relax for a sec. What we're doing now is we're going to try to again alienate another person, maybe win a city. You never know. It's Zumu, this guy here. I want to try to see if I can't win a city from Sanjane. Let's see, we have two more that we could do. Ah, beautiful. We know which one now. We could do the last one. Nope. So what we'll do is we'll work on our farming. And after we're done with farming, we'll work on some repair. And then we'll search the land. Let's see if there's anybody we can employ that's that. Oh, okay. Let's check this guy. Okay. Perfect. And now we'll search the land. And once we search the land, we will be able to see if we can make any money. Money, 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 money. Money. There we go. Success, success. We'll try. Wow. Nice. Let's see if he's willing to turn sides. We'll try that, and then we'll try more alienation on that person. Oops, I don't want that. Perfect. We're doing it. We're doing it. We'll set it for 3 minutes and we'll get back into chess. Excellent. Oops, I almost forgot I gotta do this here. let's see what we got here. Let's repair. And we'll do our farm. And we'll now just see what happens here, and we'll save it. We have 1 minute left that we can play on this, and then we'll get back to studying. You got to do study war games so that you can improve. Let's search the realm. I successfully defeated money. Yeah, they gave us a token of cash. And then okay, let's see what we have here. His goal, he has 5 people there, 8 there. I'm gonna get a gotta bring some more people over. I'll send 8 that way. And then what I'll do is I'll move some over here. And I'll keep with my move those guys over. I gotta send a reward. And then reward. And then what I'm going to do is make sure this guy right here, got to give him some more gold. 3 gold. Got to give him some more food. And there we go. And now what we'll do is we'll work on repairing. And then we'll work on building our patrol up. Beautiful. And okay, so we'll call it on this. We're going to save really quick. Send some we brought some guys over there that are going to be 13 of them, which is going to allow them to fortify the position here. So we brought about the fall of another place, but where is that? Have this guy down here do normal really fast. I just gotta make sure I get this before I forget. I'll have him just do it normal. And we'll save it and get back onto chess. There we go. Excellent. Let's do some chess strategies now. We're going to do some puzzles. Let's see about our streak. Okie dokie. See, what we have to do is think about how do we, since we have 19, so we're on a huge roll here. Can we win a piece? Oh yes, right there. And if takes here, we grab there. I like that one. There it is. So think before you move. That's the one thing that I always remember. Think before you move. Don't make sure that you always do. Otherwise, what happens is you're going to miss out on so many good moves, and it's going to be really sad. Okay, dokie. Black to move. He has this here, so I'm thinking checking. King comes up, you grab that, and I think that's a complete win. And maybe, nope, that doesn't work because of taking, then we try to queen. So I'm thinking we might have to play rook to c1, rook c1 might be a pretty strong continuation, rook c1. Attacks the bishop and prepares to win the bishop, so rook takes, queens, queens. So we're up material, and we can actually hold as long as we are very careful. Uh, let's see here. Try to think. Sorry, checks. Ah, here we go. Check. If king has to go here, and we grab that. Let's see. Is there any other best move? I don't think so. There we go. We're at 22. Let's see. Would that be check mate? I think it is. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Let's see here. Taking takes here. Pawn takes. Grab the rook. This is at here. And we go up a whole exchange. We're really doing good today. My friends, we're doing wonderful. So now we have to think about our bishop's under fire by the queen. This is attacked. So if we check here, we take there, knight takes, we come back with check, and then if whenever he moves, could we actually play something like that? Because I know that for one of the moves is taking, so we'll just take there. Okay, so he takes with the bishop. Okay. I'm looking to see. I think king. See, we don't want to play up here because of bishop checking, skewing the queen. Can't play there, can't play there. So this has to be the only move here. Okay. Queen takes. What we can do then now is play knight takes check. If king comes forward, we check here. The king goes back and we win in exchange. Now we win. Congratulations. You guys are doing great. You're doing so wonderful. We're doing this. We're winning, winning, winning. Excuse me. Huh. Let's see. Bishop takes check. Because I was trying to somehow get bishop takes, pawn takes, rook checks, king takes, knight take, and we fork. But I don't know if he actually has to do that. Let's see if bishop takes check, pawn takes, rook check, king up, check, king down. Wait a second. I think we still get that. So takes, check, king up. Oops. Let me try that again. Sorry. Takes, there, up, takes, and we win. Yep, this is it here. And we go up on exchange. That was a sweet combination. You first had to work through everything, though, to make sure that it actually was 100% correct. Don't just move a move. Make sure you know what you're playing, so you can get better as a chess player. And don't be afraid, like what Andrew Martin and Maurice Ashley and all the grandmasters say is, you're going to lose, you're going to win, but play your best. That's some advice to help you. Okay. So white to play. Let's see. Queens. So takes, king takes, pawn takes. King there, pawn takes, king here, pawn back, king takes, pawn, king over, pawn, up, pawn, oops, pawn, up, up, queens, queens. Or maybe we can actually play f5, pawn takes, push, 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 queens are there, and we queen. I'm gonna go with this here. The other way only leads to a draw. That way leads to a win for us. Sometimes you have to look beyond the position. Let's check. Let's do a quick, while we're waiting, we'll do a quick game really quick. And then we'll look at a chess game by Simon Williams. I'll see if I can pull one of those up. Trying to see if I could take. Oh, we're gonna castle. Still up a pawn. See if we can't infiltrate in. He's gonna throw a check in. Let's see if we can't push this pawn all the way up. And then check. You might try rook here. Then takes, king takes, up, down, up. Oh, interesting. So we take here, king takes, there, 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 takes, over. I think I want to keep my structure intact. If he comes over here, oh, interesting. So we have to lock. I'm gonna see if I can't play here, locking that down. Then if he plays here, he has to move. Yeah, I'm gonna lock that down. I don't want him to have a barricade on here. This is a winning position for me now. Here. Here. And then this one move I needed right there, which throws him there, and I come here and there we go. Everything's covered. And now he has to give way. And up the board they go. There it is. Nah, we're not rematching. We're just going to do another... we'll do some more puzzles. More puzzle streak. Okie dokie, let's see here. This is actually really interesting. That move's the only move that wins. You're probably asking why. Can't he just take here? Yeah, then you take back. But here, if he tries to play bishop check, you actually win the queen. So this is actually the correct continuation. Now, it's a little different. We actually have knight comes back here. And then when the queen moves, we take. I think we might have. Do we have enough material for the queen? I'm trying to figure out if there's any other way to play but knight f3. Knight f3. Am I missing something? I'm gonna go with it. I believe that's the only move. Huh. That was interesting for sure. For sure, for sure. Good buddy. So now what we're looking at here is we're trying to see because we're at 29 right now. And it can we actually push to 30 and beyond. So if you have any ideas, put it in the chat. Or if you like what you see, you can always subscribe, help the channel out, or follow. There's emojis for following, so you could do that too. Either one works. Keeps building the stream up. And we're Team Chess Cruncher. Okay. Back to the chess thinking now. Okay, this queen is almost trapped here. So I'm looking at queen rook a3, I think, because this spot's trapped, trap, trap for the queen. Trapped, trap, 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 and so all we gotta do is attack it, and we win the queen. You have to be able to do that like that in a second, and that's why Team Chess Cruncher works. We help each other out. We put in the comments and make sure that everybody gets to see so we can always improve. There's no problem with making a mistake or anything because we learn, we learn, we learn and keep improving. That's the whole thing about that. So just keep pushing forward. That was in Meet the Robinsons with you look back for one thing and one thing only to see how you can get better and keep moving forward. Okay. Let's see. Knight. If this knight takes that knight. I don't know. Let's see. What was the drawback of that move? Knight takes. No, interesting. Knight takes knight. Bishop takes. Knight comes in, forking. Queen and rook. That's an idea. There's knight. Knight takes knight. If bishop takes, then bishop takes, and we actually win a bishop in that round. Hmm. So knight takes, bishop takes, knight here. If bishop comes up here, we grab the bishop, but we're still forking. Yeah. There we go. We're doing good so far. We're on 30. We're doing this. We're doing it right. Let's see here. Here. Queen. Queen takes, king takes, and then rook takes here. And you take here. Take the rook. Yeah, this is a good one. First of all, you play bishop takes, knight takes, and then check, and you win the knight. Let's see. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. Oops. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. King up. King over. King up. King up. Let's see. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. King up. King over. King push. I'm trying to think if pawn, if king, if I push king first, and then pawn takes pawn, king takes, king up. So king here, pawn takes, king takes, king up, push, push, push. Because I think this might end actually in a draw. If takes, takes, king up, 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 and it is a draw. There's no way to get into here. See, that's the whole idea. If we were able to get into here, we can win this pawn. So let's try the king move one more time and try it with me, okay? And if you want to donate bits, you could do bits, you could do all that gift stuff. Just, you know what, have fun, help the channel, keep subscribing, keep following, you know, thank you for all doing all that. Okay, here, if he takes, we take. Here, if he pushes, we take. And then we have a pass pawn and we're winning. Is this a... That wins. This is an interesting continuation. Rook takes knight, pawn push, king takes, takes, and we win material. See you later, alligator. So if we play this here, because the rook's almost trapped. If somehow we could, interesting. I'm think in pawn push, that actually wins a piece because the bishop has to take. Yeah. There we go. Sometimes just take a quick look, take a thought about it, and keep pushing forward. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more of the war game, and so let's do that for a second. We'll set our watch for 5 minutes, starting now, so that we can keep on track, so that we're doing our war game and continuing to keep pushing forward. So right now we have just conquered 2 places. Let's see. Let's see if we can't make an alliance with Shuyu. We're probably going to do that. We'll send some diplomats over. Send a gift to this guy here. We'll do 1,000 gold. Send that. We'll do another diplomat to try to have it so that he's happy. We'll do 1 more gold. Let's see if it's wasted time. Let's see if there's any other ones. Let's start right here and see. Because I think one time they said it would actually work. So let's see which one was that. It might be this one here. Excellent response. Perfect. So we're going to search the land here. I have to also a reward. Let's do it. Support has increased. Good. Our war has increased too as well. So we're doing good so far. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's search the land again. Let's change the district. We're gonna get to see what happens here. Let's see what he says. This should be favorable for us. So now our relationship with this guy is better. Well, let's see if this works. They said this should, so let's see. Let's take a look. Uh-oh. That wasn't a good idea there. Ignore that guy. I'll just have them all do normal because for some reason they're not really doing anything that I want them to, so I'll just have them do normal. Like they can just do their normal policy. I'll do this one and then we'll stop and do some more chess. We get more gold. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's do some reward giving. And we'll do this here. There we go. And we'll call it on this. Let's hopefully our meeting with he does better this time than the last time. There we go. We'll transport 20,000 over. Oops, now we gotta save right here. Okay, dokie. So we're good now. We have him. He's trusting of us, which means everything's gonna be good. So he won't attack us. So then our guys can actually move in, start taking over some land. So we'll save here. We finally got it. Now we can start working around the territory instead of in the territory. There we go. Let us try one more 10-minute. We're doing good. We're starting to see, starting to get it. We're starting to have the so wow, 18. Wonder why they threw that guy at me so much. He probably will play bishop here. Usually they do that. They might play knight here. At this point, you play there to stop the bishop from coming in, trapping your queen. Let's play here. We're going to castle queenside and see if we can't triple up on that pawn. Let's do it. Now it's all or none. This is a huge attack right here. Opposite side castling. He might try flinging that pawn there up the board. But then I'm still good with my knight. I can go kaboom with that, and he might though try here. But then I could take, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, and then bishop e3 there, then takes. Okay, so he decided we're just gonna fling. Just rather than do that, I think I'm just gonna fling this pawn up the board. He's gonna retreat his knight back probably there. Interesting, okay. Oh, interesting. If I take here, then you have the bishop coming there. That's actually not too bad of a move. Very tricky move there. I'm retreating back, holding on to this pawn here, preparing to play bishop, and potentially walk these pawns down the board. Might even play bishop here. Then he can't really save his... okay. There we go. Now we're attacking the queen. There we go. I know he's going to check here. We might have just a perpetual. If he takes here, I take here, and I think... Actually, let's see, if he takes here, I might just play rook takes. We'll play bishop here. He's got two connected pass pawns. he checks here, I play here. And if he tries to queen, I can actually take the queen. This is gonna be this is interesting right here. I think I'm actually winning, surprisingly. Surprisingly, this is a win. How crazy does that sound? Hmm. Yeah, I think this is the only move that actually wins. Because then he's going to try taking here, here, can go over, and then somehow I can actually survive this. The other ways don't win, I'll show you why. Now we're up a whole pawn. This should be, if we play right, we should win this. If he doubles up rooks here, we just move our king up. And we should, with proper play, win this thing. Just in case he thinks about like playing something like here, I can actually play there now. Now I can actually come up here. There we go. There we go. Gotta keep pushing. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Kabam. Boy, that was a tricky one. Let's check this one out. I want to come back to this part where I had to move my queen here. There you go. So far, so good. Takes. There. There we go. I didn't see it till at that point here. And then mate. So all the way back right here, this was everything could have been resolved with this move right here. This move's a winner. And if plays here, he slides over. And there's really no way of stopping. Maybe he could play here. So here, it takes, takes. Okay. Got to be on the lookout for that. Now this is the crusher. This would have been the bone cruncher right there. And well, this right here. And that's basically game set and match, because the only thing that they could play, like they're saying, is this. Then you play here, and basically he has to give up material just to keep the position holdable. And then rook g1. King comes up. Rook checks. Rook checks. And then more likely that checks. And what we're probably going to try to do is eventually exchange off the and then just win that pawn. Win this pawn. Have the pawn go up the board. Pawn go up the board. There, have the pawn go up the board. There we go. There we go. Have the pawn go up the board. He plays here. Check. Plays there. Check. King takes. Check. Mate. Okay. Nice. 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 Whew. Okay. I think what we're going to do is probably call it right here. Wanted to thank you all for logging on and participating. Remember what the Chess Cruncher motto is, and we're going to do it here. Remember to receive the Lord Jesus, as Wesley So says, honor the Lord Jesus, and as I say, God bless. And the Chess Cruncher motto is what? We hang up our coats, we hang up our hats. We sit down and do the thing that most say is impossible. We do, because we're Team Chess Cruncher. So keep pushing forward, and if you like what you see, please subscribe on Twitch, and also subscribe on YouTube. Much appreciated, and God bless you, my friends. Bye-bye.